Welcome to Simply Liminal. My name is Stacy. This is my daily 2-card reading for Sunday, May 12th, 2024. Before I get too far into the readings, I just want to say it is Mother's Day here in the United States. So happy Mother's Day to everyone out there. Whether you are a mother of children, whether you are a mother of pets, whether you are really a mother in your group of friends or coworkers helping them grow. Mothers come in all shapes and sizes and forms, and you're all beautiful and you all have a place in the world helping people, nurturing people, leading people along, helping them become more or safer or better. So happy Mother's Day out there, everybody. So this week we are working with the New Orleans Oracle deck by Fatima Mboj. I hope I'm pronouncing that deck right. She is one of the artists on this deck as well, along with Lori Felix. And what she says about this deck, and she is a native New Orleanser, and she says that she channeled this deck with the culture and energy of New Orleans in mind. And she says the deck allows people to discover, to accept, and to fully express themselves. It's also a tool for us to listen to and grow in our self-trust, which is important because sometimes our intuition is there, but we don't trust it. And so the deck is designed to help us learn to trust ourselves. She also says the deck is intended to help find the balance between intuition and intellectual energy. So on this Mother's Day, let's take a look at this deck. No, I always open a circle of light and love and protection around myself. Whether you believe in that or not, I certainly do. And if that makes you feel better to know you're protected through watching these readings, great. If it doesn't bother you one way or another, then that's something you can set to the side. You don't have to take everything from every teacher or every path. You know, how we develop sometimes. Okay, these two cards, it was off camera, but these two cards literally just flopped out of the deck. And so I've been drawing like that this week, where I think I have these cards upside down, but there we go. Where I have just been, slide shuffling them and pulling the top two cards for my energy and focus. So these two cards jumped out of the deck, so we are going with it. So I look at two things with my 2-card readings. I look at the energy of the day, which is the force that's directed towards us from our world, our environment, the universe, our God, our creator, whatever name you want to use for it. Our inner soul or spirit can also be sending us this message. And then the focus is the intention, the effort, or the response that we put back into that energy. So let's take a look at what we got today. We have Let Loose. This is a gorgeous card. Now, I've only done one reading for myself with this deck. It was just tell me what I need to know. And this is the card I got, Let Loose. And this is all screams like Mardi Gras energy. It's these divine colors that you'll see in New Orleans, like the green and the purple that really represent Mardi Gras. But we have somebody here. She's dressed in a divine gown. She's on bourbon and Toulouse. She's throwing beads. She's got a mask on. There is a party going on and she's having a good time. And really, she's kind of central here in this, which is beautiful. So this is also the number 3 card, and 3 is an incredibly special number if you ask me. So let's take a look at what this message is. It's funny, I'm just going to show you this really quickly because I mentioned how much it screams Mardi Gras. And so the card is really subtitled Mardi Gras. So she says, everyone knows that Mardi Gras is the celebration of all celebrations. If this card has shown up in your reading, that means it's time to let loose and forget all the obligations that have been plaguing you, even if it's just for a few hours. Your ability to experience fulfillment and enjoyment in the moment has been compromised due to overthinking, managing life's obligations, or experiencing a lack of joy in your day-to-day life. This current imbalance has started to affect your generally positive outlook, and it's time for some revitalization. Cut loose even just a little and see how much it positively affects your energy and overall outlook. So yay, it's like a free ticket to party, right? But really what it's telling us is it's okay to literally let loose, to cut loose, to enjoy yourself a little bit. Forget about the to-do list that you have. Forget about the laundry that needs folded. Forget that you need to wash the windows after the last rainstorm. It doesn't matter. Those aren't important right now. Sometimes you just need to enjoy yourself and go with the flow and see where it takes you. So wonderful energy we have. And this is, probably a very very happy mother right here on Mother's Day. So let's look at our focus card. And we have new beginnings. Oh, this is beautiful. So this is Lafayette Cemetery #1. And we have, of course, the above ground tombs or crypts that we see more common in the New Orleans area. There are butterflies and wildflowers everywhere here. And the card is new beginnings. So let's take a look at what this message is. And I will tell you that every time I've been to New Orleans, I've visited at least one cemetery. I always try to get in a new cemetery. I just think there's such beauty in the history of them, as well as just the very atypical method that they use there for burial. You know, like a lot of these are family crypts, and there are generations upon generations upon generations that are buried in these crypts. And that's really interesting to me, since it is Mother's Day and we're talking about maternal motherly energy. It actually makes me think of the crypt of Marie Laveau, which I did see. I've seen it before, but again, I seen it today, or not today, but the other day when we were doing a tour, and how the tour guide mentioned, you know, this was a family tomb based, I think, on her second husband, but she is buried in this tomb, and so is her daughter and her daughter's daughter. So at least 3 generations of mothers in this crypt. And these things are beautiful, and I think that's really kind of connects us on some interesting level. You know, the ashes to ashes, dust to dust concept, because really that's all we are after our human lives are done. No matter what we decide to do with our bodies, we all end up dust, you know, or ashes. But if we can lay and mix and mingle together with our ancestors, what a beautiful thing. So here is this card, and it says New Beginnings, Lafayette Cemetery, and the message is, the word cemetery is usually associated with loss and gloom. However, in every ending, there is also a new beginning. You have picked these cards because within your, you've picked this card because within your recent difficulties and endings, there is also a very bright new beginning that is more attuned to your highest good. It can be easy to get lost in the counting of ways things have fallen apart, but the universe has already begun piecing together a better experience for you, if only you're ready to embrace it. Rather than focus on the obvious and negative, it is time to see how you have been released from what has been holding you back, and to explore all the new positive possibilities that have been created by this shift. So this is gorgeous. And I do want to mention, and I talked about tarot cards, I guess, several weeks ago. I've mentioned them before, that sometimes people find the death card very scary. This isn't the death card, but the death card is really a card of transformation. It's about endings and then new beginnings. And really, we're getting this here, and we're talking about death in the cemetery and the way people are buried. But that is a release of sorts, just like a butterfly bursts forth from its chrysalis, and it is released into its new form and new life, and that is a beautiful thing. So we have a wonderful Mother's Day reading going on here. We have let loose and let new beginnings in, and by working with the energy of new beginnings, this let loose freedom energy is coming for us, and I'm excited for it, and it is gorgeous. I hope you found this reading helpful. I hope you connected with it in some way. I would love to hear what you think about the reading, the card deck, or New Orleans. You know, it's one of my favorite places. If you've been there, I'd love to hear about it. If you want to go, I would love to tell you a little bit about it. It's a beautiful place to visit. So as always, please like, please subscribe, please share these videos. I am so excited to be sharing this beautiful new deck with you guys. Thank you so much. My name is Stacy. Thank you for visiting Simply Liminal with me. And again, happy Mother's Day out there to everyone. No matter what form you fulfill as a mother, you are a mother to someone or something. So take care. Enjoy the day.